the 535-1901. For reference, we have an original bug out, as well as 2 fun new names that we modified, did some fun stuff with.
Yeah, and then of course the stock version of the new bug out as well.
Course.
With that sweet 20 CV.
Stock, limited edition modifications.
It's a little bit of controversy surrounding this new knife. Some people love it, some people hate it, but I think it's pretty cool.
I think it's a fantastic platform to go from.
I agree with that, hence these two.
This is your Fox Body Mustang. There are so many options.
I don't hate this, but I will say this configuration of a bug out is probably my favorite that I've ever held in hand.
So should we say what we did? So
yes.
we took this and we modified it to accept titanium scales, because many people are going to be disappointed when they find out that when you buy this and you try to put titanium or carbon fiber scales on, it doesn't work.
It's not going to work.
So what we did is to show what you can do is you can take the hardware from the original bug out and you can make it work, but the hardware from this bug out won't. So you have to modify the scales to accept it.
Now, when modifying carbon fiber scales, let's have Mike key us in into what might be a problem on that.
Wear long sleeves, wear a full respirator, wear eye protection.
Act like you're sanding fiberglass.
Even more so. I mean, it'll cause your lungs to bleed, so you can't breathe it in.
But it tastes so good.
I know, it's delicious. The problem is, then shortly after you start tasting blood. So I didn't wear gloves or long sleeves when I did this one. I did wear a respirator, so I had itchy hands for like the last 2 hours.
Is that why when I shook your hand, my hand just started immediately?
No.
That's a lack of a soul.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's fair. Just
He's
steal
not
my
even
soul.
a ginger, man. Come on.
I sold mine a long time.
And then, what's the big deal with the new bug out? What makes it so special?
It's that steel, man. 20 CV. And like we're kind of talking, that blade can be kind of like an engine for so many other things. So we're not just working with your standard S30V anymore. It's definitely a pretty awesome upgrade.
Which is funny to me to call S30 a standard steel, because I mean
these days
10 years ago it was super steel.
Yeah.
But even still it holds up great. I mean,
It's excellent
S30
stuff. It's just mundane.
I know. In fact, we stopped working with it because we use M390, K110, and N690 and LMAX, and S30V is the most pain in the ass steel I've ever had to machine.
Really?
in an annealed state. For some reason, its annealed state is more difficult for me to machine than M390.
That is surprising to me.
Maybe it's just me, but it was a pain.
Wow.
We stopped using it because it was so much of a pain. In fact, you can't see it, but right behind our Serrated oven is a giant sheet of S30, where that's how abruptly we stopped using it. Like, we still have a sheet left. I don't care.
We use it for
Put it in the
packing.
basement. Yeah, put it in the basement. We're not using it anymore.
Is it bullet resistant?
AR500 is probably better.
Ah, damn it.
I think it's interesting that
I would probably shatter.
so these are titanium scales, and I don't know if other manufacturers that make scales like Cascadi and Putman and whoever else makes scales will do a lanyard hole, because the carbon fiber one doesn't. And I wonder if they'll match up this particular handle and all the hardware to match like different scales.
Yeah.
Because the regular bug out does, because it was first. These were first based on the regular bug out, because the 1901 is not. Then people have to mod it, and like you said, people are going to be really upset about it.
They are.
Even if you didn't do the odd shaped hole, just drilling through that and chamfering the edge probably wouldn't be difficult at all.
Yeah.
I could have done it, and if I had 5 more minutes, I could have done it.
I don't know, my personal preference, like when I pick up the original bug out, the only issue I had with it is it's too damn light. Like, I appreciate that it disappears in your pocket, but I like the surety
That's the point of having the bug out.
No,
it's
I get
being a
that.
lightweight folder.
Yeah.
But this is my personal preference. It
Buy
doesn't mean it's
Contigo.
logical.
Well, and see what I like. What I like about your point is that if they start out as light as possible, they can always move up the chain.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does
yeah.
this weigh more than this?
No, it's about the same.
Carbon fiber?
Really? Yeah, I mean, not that I'd know, but
The-
doing that. But
Titanium adds a little bit of weight, and the G10 obviously
yeah,
does.
but
You're out of shot.
That's fine. I'm holding it.
we all do agree though that, or so far all of us, that this is impressive to hold.
It's peak bug out for sure.
It is. It is
Yeah,
very.
it really
every
is.
one of us that's held it is like, I think I might need this knife,
And then
yeah.
compare it to the stock model we had come in.
or even this one.
It's nice, but my main concern is when your hands are wet, if you're really bugging out, you're moving fast.
Yeah, could be
How is-
slippery.
How's it going to work when you're slipping?
If
We
you look
just
at the
need to get some
original, it's
micarta
definitely more
scales,
textured.
Mike.
What's
Yeah,
that?
a little more
Yeah,
texture.
it's
Well, you know, we
textured.
can. There's no reason we couldn't texture this. I mean, I wouldn't. Please don't request that. But there's no reason we couldn't. I mean, you could easily,
Yeah, but-
like the MPR has the cuts along the back. You could easily do that.
Well, it's not even just that. You could bee blast it because it's stonewash, so it's smooth. You could bee blast it.
You could bee blast it and
anodize
it would be
any
a little
color.
grippier.
You could bee blast it and it would hold up just fine, and it would be much grippier.
Yeah, if you bead blasted it, it would be quite a bit stickier for sure.
Yeah.
It'd be a satin finish, though.
Who was the target audience when they designed these?
Bug out carriers
Bug out
who
carriers.
keep modifying. There's some guy on Reddit that makes aluminum scales and he can't keep up with demand.
Gotcha.
What I think their main demo is that the original bug out was an extremely affordable entry level into Benchmade's line of knives. It was.
And it was
And-
high performance too.
It was high performance. You get the access lock. You get somewhat.
You get S30 instead of 154.
Yep, and you get somewhat resilient scales. They're not the best. They can crack. They can break. But for the price point, you're
Yes.
paying for the lock, you're paying for the frame, and you're paying for the steel.
And you're paying for
Benchmade's.
Benchmade's rock solid warranty.
Yeah, that's what you're paying for, and you get that. It's entry level. The new bug out is up market, and I feel like I like the way it's going. However, I feel like it cannibalizes from like the bailout, and it cannibalizes from the Griptilian. And yeah,
They're so
I
different.
bet you got to go with what works though.
The
I mean,
Griptilian's so bulky.
but how would we all feel if this showed up in just straight black textured G10?
I would love it.
I'd be cool with that.
It would be
I would be
better.
cool with that too.
It would be
With
better.
20 CV for the price that it is, under $200, fuck yeah, I'd take
Okay,
it.
so now in our next video, am I gonna have to go upstairs and we're gonna have to make
You
Yes.
just
desert tan
punch it in.
G10
You just
scales?
punch it in the computer.
Yeah, the machine does all the work.
it's not like there's 30 hours of work leading up to that. What it's
Well, I mean, the MPR was the G10 part of the MPR was not the hard part. So I think the G10 part of this is not going to be terribly
But
difficult.
if you take this, 'cause this is a much more simple, I'm sure.
Oh,
shape,
yeah, for sure.
Rather than all the
Or this.
texturing that's on here.
Yeah, this all they did is they took a vector file of this. You just extrude it, and you put. I mean, there's like in SolidWorks. There's a simple function that's just fillet, and you click fillet and you click this and it just fillets it, and that's all that is. It's like a 3/4 of a millimeter or a 1 millimeter fillet around the edge, and then that's it. And there's a stylistic curve right there, and then that's it. I mean,
On the
I could
inside.
I could 3D render that in probably less than 15 minutes.
So I do want to do a quick shout out. Derek, I know you're listening. This one right here, you borrowed my knife and lost it. That would make us a phenomenal replacement.
These are not cheap.
Your blood debt will be paid.
Neither was the one he borrowed. and lost.
Are we
Well,
really
I think-
discounting the Grivery though?
I don't have a problem with it. I
It's
don't.
Grivery.
I don't have a problem with it. I mean, it came on the Barrage forever, and I think the Barrage is a great knife. And I don't dislike the G10. I personally hate natural G10. I
This is-
really dislike it.
As much as I love Benchmade, this little butterfly under here.
It's a little crazy.
So,
Yeah, it's a little crazy.
what did I say, gimmicky?
Well, I mean, they're trying something new. You got to throw a lot of shit at the wall to see what sticks.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'd be completely blank canvas, and they were probably like, well, it needs broken up. The art department's like, it's too plain. We need something.
Okay, what about this bright blue G10? If this whole
If it was-
thing was bright blue G10, it might cannibalize this quite a bit. But I mean,
I would prefer all JG10. But one quick note on the Grivery. Grivery is an amorphous copolymer that, with
Ooh.
exceptional stability, that is at least 50% or greater glass filled. And Ryan at Benchmade is also watching this, so another shout out. And you can pull that one right out of the book. So it's not bad stuff.
It's not like you ever worked there, nor wearing their shirt.
No, I'm not sure.
I've really never had a problem with Grivery. I really
Ryan,
haven't.
The one that you're making a knife for?
Making a knife for.
Are you giving away something you shouldn't be giving away?
No,
Am I? No?
It's a thing.
Oh, okay.
The one.
Oh, no, different guy.
Okay.
Yeah, different guy.
Inside jokes work
Sorry,
well on
Ryan.
Yeah,
on
sorry.
videos.
But I mean, like with our laser, we probably could have done on the inside, done some sort of image and let it come out on
Yeah.
the backside of that naked G10.
I mean, if we were making a folder and it was naked G10,
I would probably.
there
return
would
it.
probably be a
I would
3DK
resign.
logo in there.
That would actually
There
be
would
really
be
cool.
a 3DK logo in there. I
No, we would
guarantee it.
never
I'm not
use it.
coming in today.
We have natural G10 that we've had for upwards of 6 years.
It's that weird green shit.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like
Mike.
jade naked.
Other people like it.
I don't give a rat's
Other people
ass.
like it.
You know that
Okay,
rule?
so you're getting me with my own personal motto. Because it doesn't matter what I like.
Yeah,
it matters what other people like.
Yeah.
All right,
What
fuck
sells?
off.
What was that? Was that Freak that came out? The Super Freak came
Oh, the
out?
Super Freak?
Yeah, that was
that was
Which,
legit.
by the way, Benchmade, you should change that name to Super Freak. But SU
I'm
for Freak.
sure there's got to be a copyright issue there.
SUPA, Super Freak.
Super.
Super
Supra.
Freak.
No, Supra.
Oh yeah, because let's get Toyota involved.
Supra.
Let's get Toyota and Rick James pissed off.
So, well, Rick James is dead, so it doesn't matter.
Cocaine's a hell of a
Someone has
drug.
those rights.
It is.
Going after Superfly Snuka now.
Jimmy Snuka from the top rope.
Well, I mean, overall, what's your verdict on the new knife?
Love these.
I think it's a fantastic platform, and then it leaves you open to interpretation of what you want to finish. So you pick it up, and you can make it the knife you want it to be. But you get the steel,
If you pay someone enough.
well, no, you can do it yourself if you got the time and the patience.
No, it's
They put
yeah. I mean, honestly, you, at home with a Dremel, you could duplicate these scales. It would take you a lot of time.
No, I mean, you get this
know.
model, you get the 20 CV model.
If I was colorblind, I'd probably be all over this because it's all G10. And then if I was colorblind, I couldn't tell how ugly
Oh,
it
my
was.
Except
Anybody
it's not
colorblind?
red or green.
Chad, you colorblind? Little Jamie?
No, he was in the military. He was
Young
in the
Jane.
military. He's
No.
not colorblind.
He can fake it to make it. Young Jamie, are you colorblind? All right.
All right, PUBG's got his attention.
I think the main takeaway is that this is an awesome knife.
I
Obviously,
agree.
It's probably one of the top 3 best-selling knives Benchmade has ever made.
And the
the
spec
Bugout.
sheet's all there.
Yeah, it's all there.
But they only made like so many of them, so I mean they're all gonna sell, obviously.
Testing the market.
In my opinion, this should have been an inline knife, but it's a limited edition, so I think 2,000 pieces.
If it sells enough, it'll be an inline.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
My biggest thing is this is made for bug out, right?
Why, thank you.
Not just combat. You're supposed to be able to use it on the go.
Yeah,
This is serrates. What if I need to cut?
Oh, they
something
make a
on the
serrated version.
Not-
Not
not
of
of
this
this,
yet, but
but of
of the
this.
original they do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but this is a limited edition, so it's generally only one blade
And
style.
this is
Gotcha.
a blue class. So
Yeah.
the bailout is black class.
Yeah.
So black.
And and its big brother. I have a beat up version. Hold on.
It's a pretty cool beat-up version, though.
The big brother.
It's good. We're good. We're good.
The
I've
big
been
brother does actually come with serrations, and you can tell if you look at the weight, it's negligible difference in weight,
It is.
Yeah.
and it's great. I've been carrying. I don't know how long I've been carrying that.
Have you
However
ever?
long it's been out.
As long as I've worked here.
Yeah,
which is
as long as
beginning
it's
of
been
January.
out, I've been
Yeah.
carrying it.
Yeah.
So, and I love it. I got no complaints.
They replaced your Spidey shaft.
It did replace my Spidey shaft. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I mean, it's a personal thing, and this is a sideline, but I've very rarely had serrations be useful on a knife, unless it's a dedicated serrated knife. I've never had them be useful. Like,
But his bug out metaphor, it holds because it's when somebody asks me if they want serrations.
again, parcel serrations, I could maybe understand that.
Yeah.
For like,
Well, it's
twine and stuff. But
It's better to have them and not need them than need them and not have them.
That is
When
true.
you're trying to get to that stick, when you're trying to, build a fire or actually just modify your encampment and tent.
Yeah. Or you're trying to just rip through fucking paracord or netting
Exactly.
real quick. Just pink, 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 pink.
But if you
it
let
is 20
one of these
CV,
two people
so in
sharpen
theory,
your
you
knife,
should go ping, 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 ping.
then you shouldn't need serrations.
Well, but I have gotten to the point where my shit's just dull, and what I find myself doing is whatever I'm cutting, I find myself catching the back as one serration, so I can get a little foothold in it and then get through it.
Don't ever let Joe watch this video.
Hey, Joe, if you're out there, I need you to
he's not
comment.
out
There's no way the future is watching this video.
Oh man, that's
All right. Overall, what is the synopsis? Do we like this new innovation at that price point, or would we
Yes,
like to see
price
it a
point is
little
great
bit
because you
lower?
get-
$195.
Aesthetics aside, great improvement. I don't want to say great improvement, but
It's a step in the appropriate direction, right?
It's a step in the appropriate
Yeah.
direction is a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Is a great, like, I like the fact that now they've gone upriver a little bit. And so now there are two choices that are both good performers, and now they're hitting two really good price points
Yes.
for what you're getting.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
All right.
But before you turn that off,
But wait.
people are going to be
There's
upset
more.
that hardware won't work on these scales. It's going to be, I feel like, about a year process until that kind of takes
Okay.
hold and people realize
You know
it,
what?
but
How about this? How about
that was
this?
an oversight.
Let me
If,
take a
if
look
anybody wants, if you're watching this video, just email us. I will tell you how to modify it to make it work. It took me 5 minutes and a drill press.
And the technology.
Well,
So we
we
also
have
have a little more.
So what you're
Well-
saying is buy 3 of them, screw up on 2, and finalize the third.
no. I will tell you.
Exactly.
I'll tell you exactly what to do. I use a drill press. I highly recommend it.
But you have to email us.
Yeah, like with a hand drill, you're gonna fuck this up.
What was
but
the email?
general@northernknives.com.
Or yeah, no. worries.
So if you just or admin@northernknives.com works also.
Or just hit contact us.
Or go to the website and hit the contact us page. But if anybody really wants to turn this into this and this without having to use parts from the old one, just email us. I'll explain the process. How long did it take me to do this?
You did that in no time.
I mean, it was less.
Yeah.
It was less than 10 minutes.
It was-
I went from this to this in less than 10 minutes.
I was
I saw
also
you go
shocked
back
when
in
you
the
came out
shop,
with
and
a
then
full
20
knife. Yeah.
minutes later, you're like, and took the thing off, and you're like, I feel itchy. Check this out. And I'm like,
Well,
did you wipe it down?
And in,
no.
and in my defense, it took me 10 minutes to learn how to do it. So I could go upstairs right now, and I shit you not, as 5 minutes passes in this video, I could be back down with another one. So now that I know how to do it, it's that quick and that easy.
Except we want to sell them, so we're not going to do that.
So I'll see you
Oh, no, wait, it's really difficult. Send me money to do it.
No, I mean, we want to sell